Hey guys and gals, and welcome back to my playthrough of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Now, last we left off, I have to kill off Corda. Yeah, that happened. I saved Jay's gang, and I also got a mission from the Lord Inquisitor to go to Euphrates 2 because apparently it's under siege. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's get into it. What? Okay, I got holy gifts. Look at the reporting. Shortly before our departure from the Footfall, a group of messengers in luxurious garbs delivered a strong box and several chests bearing the insignia of House ORSELLIO to the ship. I suppose the use of gold-clad servants instead of servitors was an extravagant attempt by navigators to draw the attention of the rogue trader. Considering the incident in the capital world, the enforcer officers checked Neva's nobility gifts thrice. I am pleased to report that none of them threaten your Lady Cassia or the crew's well-being. Having said that, a closer examination of the strongbox by the tech adepts revealed a data slate with a VIT message addressing personally to you along some kind of encrypted data. We dare not touch them without your instructions. What VIT message? Show me. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. Yes, Lord Captain. We just fall silent and the Vox transmission fills with scratchings of a cogita quill and rustling of papers. A messenger service call has been sent to the undersized servants compartment. Once the data has been decrypted, I will notify you immediately. What VIT message? Show me. As you command, Lord Captain. We just issued several orders, and the VIT screen of your personal cogitator springs to life. The machine innards rumbling unhappily. Rogue Trader, a familiar, piercing voice came from the cogitator's Vox system, and you see a bloated face with sagging skin and gaping hole where the nose should be. We, Great Regent Oronto Orselio, send greetings and hope this message will find you in good health. Spare Great Regent, well, passing judgment on the navigators of House ORSELLIO. House ORSELLIO will soon hold a grand council within the Palace of Atlas, the holy relic that connects all navigators to our house. This meeting will take place not in the physical world, but in the world of thoughts, dreams, and visions. It is the only way to avoid bloodshed and decide the fate of the sacred child at last. Thanks to the Atlas, we feel that the soul of the child is full of dismay, yet the rogue trader's words bear a lot of weight on the child, so he may soothe its anxiety and lead the child down the right path, the path of accepting its duty before the house and ascending the Novator's throne. I hope you consider my order for Hyphus Dame Babalancius, for it is your power to not only strengthen the bond between our dynasties, but multiply your riches at the same time. The gifts accompanying this message are but an insignificant part of the Great Regent's gratitude. May the God ever protect us all. The VIT screen shuts down and the Vox Master breaks the silence. I'm told the message has been relayed to your cogitator, Lord Captain. I hope the data do not get corrupted during the playback or delivery. That will be all for now. May the God ever protect, Lord Captain. So, what should I do? Near the Atlas, eh? The Atlas Star? Oh, what the hell is it? No, this is... No, not here. Here? Treasures vessel. Unforeseen event. Okay, wait a second. Cassia? Do you have anything to say about this message?
Words
Okay.
I have enjoyed.
This is ominous. Atlantean Reach. Did I get the thing? No. Damage data slate. Lost data slate. Record sermon. Nope. Why the hell's this over here? Oh yeah, the thing. Crap, I forgot. Look at the urgent report from the servants of the Omnissiah. They managed to locate a second message on the House ORSELLIO data slate, hidden in the shadow of the first one. As soon as it happened, the machine spirit rebelled and started devouring the decrypted data. The acolytes of the cult Mechanicus are performing the rites to appease it and slow down its process of annihilation. What should we do? Let's do this. The command beat echoes with the furious clicking of Vitch's augmented fingers. A few moments later, the vid screen of your cogitator shows the recording through a wall of static. Rogue Trader? Lady Navigator Elena, the one who staged an attempt to assassinate Cassia right in your palace, politely smiles at you from the vid screen. I have no doubt that your servants would find my trace. They are far cleverer than the ones employed by the great regent of House Orsellio. She does not bother to hide the venomous disdain in her few last words. I felt extremely awkward that our first encounter took place under such unfortunate circumstances. Truth be told, I saw a worthy person behind a lofty title only after fate put me on the death precipice. You hesitated to end my life. Okay? Despite holding it in your hands, your noble deed gave me enough food for thought. Despite everything that transpired, I still believe we may become loyal allies to one another. I presume you already know about House Orsellio will be holding a grand council in the depths of that accursed atlas very soon, and we cannot ignore the call, for we are bound to it against our will. But if you convince this Lady Cassia to reject the atlas and break the centuries-old shackles binding our house, we could turn over a new page. Having said that, I will accept a different outcome. Should the child die, I'm not going to shed any tears. I will accept any choice, Rogue Trader. My people have nothing else to lose. You could benefit from our relationship. There is a mysterious shadow dancing in Lady Elena's eyes. There is an emerald among the stars of Matianus. My gift to you for sparing my life. Hit through the storms and torrents, literally waits and then. The vid screen cuts short, and you hear the Voxmaster's voice in your combi. I'm very sorry, Lord Captain. The servants of the Omnissiah can no longer restrain the machine spirit's hunger. I hope you are able to see the message through the end. Let me see. Can I look for the pendant's owner? Atrium is marked. Really, I cannot. Okay, wait a second. Let me look around if I see anything. Okay, so I went around the atrium and clicking on every single highlighted citizen and there's no response. And I also did a bit of digging online, and supposedly, I don't know how to say this, it looks like Owlcat just gave up on the entire quest altogether. Like, the entire plan is just basically scrapped. It's just there as a placeholder. I don't know what happened. So yeah. Okay, let's just go. Wait, the Atlas stars. The House of the Atlas. Did they say when, like, where that place is gonna be? The House of the Atlas. It's not gonna be here, right? There's no way. But in any case, let me check first. What? I have saying how wonderful it is that I found you here. Uncontrollable anxiety waters over your body, causing you to lose your breath. Cassia noticed this, closes her eyes, and you are released from the grip of emotions that are not on your own. Please forgive me my powers, and are sometimes too insistent in their attempts to break free of my control. Yeah, let's just Commander. I came to deliver good tidings. I have spoken with the House Navigators through the Atlas. Of late, I can feel with increasing clarity how our connections is growing stronger. Despite the distance in the midst, House Orsellio has been able to keep a precarious equilibrium, thanks in part to your unexpected arrival on Auric 5 and the resolution of the conflict at the Dargonis reception. Not all Orsellio concur with your decisions, but none can deny the impact that you and no one else have had on the House's present state of affairs. Cassia nods gratefully, lowering her gaze and clasping her hands together. There is more I wish to tell you. It is about the visions that I have come to experience at an increasing rate during warp jumps. The same visions came to me again and again and again. It is as if I'm going mad. For you see, these visions are about me, the Atlas and Tisiphone Orsellio, the House previous Novator. I have seen Tisiphone's experiments, and the ones that involved the navigators from the Sethala branch, which she rumored to have destroyed for disobedience. But the visions told me an altogether different story. One where the Sethalas helped Tisiphone created the Atlas, and they vanished immediately after the experiments were done with. Perhaps I know I can find a way to the palace of the Atlas if I recreate Tisiphone's journey from my visions. A real palace, not the psycho-physical illusions to which the House Orsellio navigators can reach out. I've always had a feeling that it truly exists in our world. Now, however, I know it with absolute certainty. I have been informed that the House Orsellio will soon convene its Grand Council. Will it not be better to wait for it to finish first? I cannot shake a certain foreboding about the upcoming meeting in the incorporeal palace of the Atlas. Troubling mirages has plagued my mind for many nights now, voices calling and cursing my name. And the more I use the Atlas, the clearer the visions become and the louder the voices grew. And the further my powers wane. I'm certain that all the houses is experiencing the same. All of us are connected. I can sense my family's fear House ORSELLIO is doomed to perish in darkness should I fail to discover the reason why the Atlas is weakening, and that reason I believe it is hidden somewhere in my visions of Tisiphone. What makes you think... What makes you so sure you will find a way to its physical manifestation of the Atlas? I saw Tisiphone's experiment in Epiphany in a dream, just like my visions came to me in our travels through the warp. She beheld a planet hidden behind rolling warp storms. The world promised her great power, so Tisiphone gathered these set Halas, her most devout followers, to go on a suicide journey through the Tempest. I know not the details of what happened on that planet, but it was there that the set Halas sacrificed themselves for an experiment of some kind. It was there the House ORSELLIO obtained the Starway Atlas. For the first time ever, I have an opportunity to find the answers to the questions my mentors so deftly avoided. Why did Tisiphone choose me? What is the Atlas? Is it true the House ORSELLIO past is drenched in blood? Please, Hyphus Dane, do not snap this tautly drawn string of destiny. My destiny. Journey me to Tisiphone's wake. Journey with me in Tisiphone's wake to the distant stars. I shall help you. Cassia breathes a sigh of relief, but the look of her in her ruby eyes quickly darkens again. The house is still watching me, both the renegades and the loyalists. I doubt that any of them will agree to even a brief armistice for the sake of learning the truth about the Atlas origin, and I do not wish to see House ORSELLIO lose even one more life to another fratricidal skirmish. Now I shall go after the answers about our past on my own. If you wish to show the house string all down, inviting the renegades will be first in touch with secret Atlas they loathe so much. You're standing on the cusp of great discovery of House ORSELLIO. Inviting the region seemed like a sensible thing to do. So I'm guessing this basically makes me side with one or the other. You know, let's go alone. Like, there's two sides of the story, and I'm kind of, you never listen to only one side of the story. There may be something that, if we invite one, they might just, give us a grand tour, like say, oh, this is, Tisiphone did this, or what that. If we go there and see it with our own eyes and basically analyze everything, it'll be for the best. Kazuya's shoulder relaxed a little. Thank you for your understanding, Rogue Trader. And now permit me to take my leave. I must start preparing for the journey. For what I have been able to glean, we must first travel to the ruby eyes wide in astonishment. The ORSELLIO prophecy system. Ah, that. Could it be that the historical records are lying? And Kaelin ORSELLIO is not whom the star system is named after? Either way, that's what the system for which Tisiphone embarked on her journey, and we are going to follow in her long forgotten footsteps. Okay. Okay. Alright, detour. ORSELLIO'S prophecy. Isn't it supposed to be here? Ocean Pass, Mundo, Langr's Belt. ORSELLIO'S prophecy. Here we go. Yeah. Which should we go? Already explored. Let me save the game first. Let's go to the jungle world. Because I don't think they're gonna be on the burning world. Wait, this is ORSELLIO'S prophecy, right? Promethium. Yeah, sure, why not? I already scanned this, right? Okay, what should I do? Palace of the Atlas. Smaragdus Mundus. What the hell? Smaragdus Mundus. Silence of Mercer Get. Oh. Let's do this. Yeah. Oh. Sector Cronus expands. Region ORSELLIO prophecy system. Location Sanctum Navis. Exterior observation chambers. Material witness interrogation box records conducted by upper deck enforcers. Entry A2014866. 10 chronometer turns since the incident. Enforcer. Witness. The day on 000110101. You claim that you led the Sanctum Navis on the Lady Navigator's orders? He did on affirmative. This unit acted in accordance with maintenance protocol TRN 08353. I'm guessing this is a tech priest or a tech adept. Step 1. Seizes the secret mechanisms for the duration of 15 chronometer turns. Step 2. Enforcer. You failed to inform the bridge about the imminent jump. I want to know why. The data unavailable. The Lady Navigator ordered that she be connected to the void chip, but she did not order the preparation of the machine spirits for warp translations. Cause. A ritual that cannot be identified by this unit capabilities. This unit received the command to interrupt protocol TRN 08353 and exit the Sanctum Navis. Entry meter. Entry M0018723. 30 chronometers turned since the incident. Servant. No, please, not the fingers. I'm gonna break for every one word of a lie I heard coming from your mouth. Now talk. Servant, please, you have to believe me. All we did was prepare the canvas and mix the Lady Navigator's blood into the paints. Then we were told to lock open the shutters so that the Lord Captain could see everything that was going on inside the Sanctum Navis and the observation chambers. And enforces. Rock shit. Armor glass can't shield you from warp horrors. I swear on my soul and the Golden Throne, Master Enforcer, the Lady Navigator only wanted to paint a picture for a ritual of such. That is all I know. She wasn't going to use the power in her eye, but I still got as far away from there as I could. That's all I saw, I'm telling you. Wait a minute. So somebody opened up the shutters from the observation chambers, and they saying it's me? Oh crap. Entry H9050085050, 50 chronometers turned since the incident. Senior Enforcer, we performed an emergency warp jump, barely activated the Gellert field in time, and are now being dragged to Throne knows where by an unknown force. The Lady Navigator and the Lord Captain are still unaccounted for. Now tell me, one more time, what transpired in the Sanctum Navis? Enforcer, I escorted the Lady Captain to the observation chambers and yelled at the servant for leaving the shutters open, but then I was told it was on the Rogue Trader's orders. We could see the Lady Navigator clearly through the armor glass. She was nervous, flicking through some manuscripts over and over. Her anxiety was passed on to the servants, and because of it, they just couldn't do anything right. Soon the servants were ordered to leave the Sanctum Navis, and the Lady Navigator picked up her brush. In trance, she started dragging it across the canvas, painting one image over another one over the last, another, and then the Lord Captain noticed it. There was a thing on the other side. The picture, covered in layers of fresh blood, was coming to life, but the Lady Navigator was oblivious. That's when the Lord Captain... Call out to Lady Cassia. Before startled by the Lord Captain's cries, the Lady Navigator answered. That's when I realized that the armor glass between us and the Sanctum Navis was gone, and the thing in the painting, they broke free. Senior Enforcer, and what happened next? I barely remember a thing. There was a bright flash, a purple blur. I remember feeling so scared that my knees were shaking. I remember my legs carrying me away like they had a mind of their own. As I ran, I hear screams behind me. The Lord Captain and the Lady Cassia. Oh God, Emperor, the creatures. They pulled them both inside the painting. Enforcer, sir? Senior Officer, Mistress Voxmaster, I have a report that needs to be delivered to the senior officers. The Lord Captain and the Lady Navigator were lost during the emergency warp jump. Their whereabouts are still unknown. I'm sending you the interrogation reports. End of recording. Sector no data. Material relation to the Lord Captain's personal account. Okay, note, strictly classified. Access protocol holder, Hive Stain of Valancius. Disappoint ORSELLIO'S ritual did not go as planned. The warp jump disturbance triggered by the Lady Navigator's trance wash over the Sanctum Navis. The void ship machine spirits reacted to the surge of the Immaterium and interpreted it as a call to action. Thus did the emergency jump into the unknown regions. Amid the shrieks of sirens, the clanging of shutters, and the distant hums of the warp engine, some unknown will pull the Lord Captain into the Sanctum Navis, force the creature from the living canvas that had already gripped the Lady Navigator's throats. Horrified, almost out of breath, the struggle is struggling to scream. Cassia stretched out her hand and began slowly sinking into her own painting. The Lord Captain... let's do this. Okay, the Lord Captain pulled the Lady Navigator closer. After a while, the creature eased their onslaught and Cassia crashed into the Lord Captain, knocking him off his feet. The Lord Captain felt a sharp pain in his side as Cassia's Cogita brush pierced his flesh during their fall. A moment later, Cassia was sucked into the air and pulled inside the canvas. Instant later, the Rogue Trader himself was plunged into the depths of the world the Lady Navigator had created. Hivesdane awoke, finding himself in the middle of a gigantic, boundless, billowing nothingness. His body felt weightless, floating in a void strewn with hundreds of the Lady Navigator's colors. Some of them bright, warm, alluring, other morose, cold, and heavy. The Lord Captain reached for the bright colors. Hivesdane plunged into a river of bright hues, and flashes of rosy sunset and lilac carried him down the drizzling stream. Before long, the captain was standing in an idyllic garden permeated with the fragrance of flowers and the singing of birds. Servants in purple livery darted back and forth, attending to a withered old woman in a navigator's mask. Sitting on her lap and smiling quietly to everyone was a little girl with ruby eyes and white hair. Wait, is this Tisiphone? Be a good little girl, my child, until the day we meet again. With trembling hands, the woman handed the girl to a navigator in laboratory attire. I am out of time. Prepare the child for the Atlas transfer, and destroy all records and mentions of the world of Air TV. None must learn of that which took place here. And remember, her body must grow strong for it to accept my power, and once I have returned, loyalty will be rewarded. The memory dissipated, and a gust of silvery wind hurled the Lord Captain back into the ocean of nothingness. But this time, the nothingness feels dismal. Instead of bright hues, all it contained was shadows of invisible monsters swimming by, shrouded by the nebulous veil of unfathomableness. Swam towards the dark colors. Reddish hue waves swallowed the Lord Captain, and the feeling of lightness disappeared as his limbs grew heavy again. Hypha's Dane fell on the hard floor of a laboratory cluttered with vats as tall as a human. Inside there were dozens, hundreds, even of repulsive mutants. Some have no arms, no legs, or 2 heads, or no face. All their innards turned inside out, but each have white skin, white hair, long clawed limbs, and ruby eyes. My lady, the child is born. So she wasn't born, she was made. The tall old woman slowly approaches one of the vats. Readings? Stable. Mutations? None were detected at any of the stages. Genes? Identical, my lady. Chances of survival? 100 times higher than any of the previous experiments. How long will it take to grow this child? I fear accelerating the process might cause the body to fail. The only one, after years of silence, I understand the situation. Natural growth. I did not have that much time. We will have to go with the backup plan. Yes, Novator. It'll be done. The memory dissipated, and the gust of silvery wind hurled the Lord Captain back into the ocean of nothingness. But this time, okay. Close his eyes and remain adrift in the weightlessness. Hypha's stayed in the ocean of nothingness, devoid of any sensation or emotion, until a slight smile upon someone's lips surfaced in his mind. The warmth of her skin, the silk of her snow-white hair, Cassia. She was there, somewhere amidst the seething nothingness, all alone. Someone's scream broke the delicate equilibrium of the Lord Captain's motionless body, and the weightlessness releases him. He plummeted into the maroon abyss of rolling illusions, but was now in full control of his body again. Then Hypha's descended into the abyss towards the screams. The Lord Captain crashed from an immeasurable height to the bottom of the rolling abyss. In the next moment, Hypha's saw 2 figures amidst the billowing maroon mist. One of the figures, unnaturally gaunt and tall, was clutching the other, smaller one in the claws, screaming fiercely. I'm guessing this is Tisiphone and this is Cassia. If I'm reading this right, Cassia is supposed to be a clone that she, I don't know, maybe can transfer power to? Peered into the strange maroon mist. Yeah, damn it. The crimson swirls confused the rogue trader through thoughts and emotions. He could hear whispers and moans coming from the depths. If he were to take one step, he would be forever lost in the violent mist and join the wretched chorus. But there was also a voice so desperately pleading for mercy, yet whose voice it was, Hypha's could not tell. Rockhold started to look at the figures. Once that was all it took for some unknown force to notice the Lord Captain, seizing him and dragging him through the painting's twisted space. Now the Lord Captain could clearly see the dark shade of the long-dead navigator leaning over Cassia, clutching her neck in its clawed fingers, and the shade screamed, "You were given life because of me. You survived because of me. And here you are now because I have willed it so. Bow before me. Tell me what I wish to hear, and your suffering will end. Go on, child. I have waited for this long. Submit to me." Cassia looked exhausted, her body covered in hundreds of thin cuts, her lips lacerated, claw marks on her cheeks. There was a horror and desperation in her eyes. "You lied, Tisiphone. I cannot be you. I am me." Cassia's voice cracked, and crimson tears started down her cheeks. "You know you are lying to yourself, child." The chilling voice made Hypha's ears ring. "You saw everything. I created you. You are the child. You are me, and so it must be." "Yes, I'm the child. You are me, and so it must be." Cassia went limp in Tisiphone's ORSELLIO'S merciless grasp and closes her eyes. The Lord Captain. Hey, let's do this. Okay, the Lord Captain's words attracted. Damn it, I forgot to read it. Attracted not just the Lady Cassia's attention. Tisiphone ORSELLIO, finally noticing the presence of a living creature in that bizarre world, turned to face the interloper and lunged forward, seething with rage. When the entity's claws were millimeters from the rogue trader's throat, Cassia opened her navigator's eyes, and a weave of unbridled warp energy obliterated Tisiphone's spectre before she realized what was happening. The Lady Navigator graced the Lord Captain with a tired smile. The abortive ritual had turned out to be a trap set for Lady Cassia to be by the previous novator of her house, but the rogue trader has ensured that her plan failed to ruin. Now it was time to desert this accursed place. Cassia took the rogue trader's hand and guided him through the maroon mist and out of the painting. Their unconscious body were discovered in the Sanctum Navis 20 days after their disappearance, soon as the rogue trader's void ship has emerged from the warp in an unknown system. Okay. Man, that was a lot of reading. Scanners required. Scanners required. Let's go over here. This looks like a burning world. Yep. Okay, this looks very warpy. Let me save. And let's see what this is all about. Okay, Palace of the Atlas. I have to bring you, of course. Do I want to bring an Ordo Xenos? Well, not an Ordo Xenos. A interrogator with me? You know what? Let's just bring Yurlet. I mean, this is the warp, and she might have some insights to it, so yeah.